You are suing Miss Jade Green for $3,000 you say she owes you for emotional distress.
The day of my wedding, the color scheme was blush and champagne. She shows up in this loud emerald.
I didn't just show up and plan to ruin her wedding.
And during the speech, I mean, I remember looking over at the videographer and just like, did she really just say that?
I was completely mortified. I can't believe she did that to me. Showing up 45 minutes late in an emerald dress and then giving that speech.
You're not sure where your friendship is going to go from here? You think the right time is when you're doing a toast at your best friend who's a bride in a wedding?
For the first time, we're bringing justice to you. Your location is the courtroom, and the truth has nowhere to hide.
That tells me all I need to know. I understand you don't like each other. I don't care.
Judge Faith, a former criminal prosecutor, legal analyst, and now creator of the first courtroom where justice has no walls, filters, or boundaries. Only truth. Virtual Justice with Judge Faith.
Hey there, it's your favorite judge. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join the fastest growing court community on YouTube. Remember, virtual justice doesn't happen without you. So go ahead, subscribe, or risk being held in contempt.
Miss Mariah Dawson.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are suing Miss Jade Green for $3,000 you say she owes you for emotional distress.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are countersuing Miss Green $750 for defamation of character.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I understand that the two of you were friends and that an incident happened at your wedding, Miss Dawson, that has led to this lawsuit. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Dawson, give me some background on your relationship with Ms. Green, and then we'll get into how you ended up in court today suing her.
So me and Miss Green were friends since college. She's been my ride or die. So she knows how important this day is to me. She's been there with me through everything. We went to design school together. We just had each other's backs. So when it comes to my wedding, she knows that this is not only the biggest day of my life, personally, but professionally.
Ms. Dawson, when you say personally and professionally, I just looked at your complaint. You are also a luxury event planner?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're an event planner and you're also a bride. Congratulations, by the way, on your wedding.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So she knows how important this day is for you personally and professionally. But before you get into the details about what happened on your wedding that caused you to bring this lawsuit, I'll hear from you, Ms. Green. Why don't you give me some background on your relationship with Ms. Dawson? Are you surprised to be in court today being sued?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm very surprised. I mean, Mariah and I were like inseparable in college. I mean, I was always there for her, when she got her like first client, when when she figured out her style and her first mood board. And one time I even drove like 4 hours, like round trip in the middle of the night so that Mariah wouldn't miss her dream interview. The fact that she's bringing me here now, is just insane to me.
Okay.
In like 2019, I posted this like very vulnerable, like no, this post of I just took like a selfie with me with no makeup on, and it was supposed to be like empowering, for women. Like you don't always need makeup to look beautiful. And when I posted it, it got reposted on a blog with the caption "When the filter leaves the chat," which is basically just saying like, I'm not pretty, and like it gave me all of these. I got all these like hateful comments calling me like fugly, ugly, like you should just die in a hole, you ugly witch, and just like this crazy comments like that. And that really messed with me, especially since a lot of my social media presence, has to do with my designs. And Mariah actually came through for me, and she came with like a glam kit and like outfits, and we like just did a fun photo shoot. She did it to help me feel better.
So it's been give and take. It's been back and forth between the two of you and your friendship. Well, let's talk about the wedding. You're suing for $3,000. You say that your BFF that you love so much um caused you in emotional distress on your wedding day.
Yes, Your Honor. So, as you can hear, she's my ride or die. We've been through a lot together. So, it was a no brainer when I decided to have her at my wedding. Like, obviously, she's my girl. And so, we went through together. She got Pinterest boards and emails. She knew, and text messages. She knew the color scheme to a T. The color scheme was blush and champagne. She shows up in this loud emerald. How do you get emerald out of that? Even if she would've went with, like, a
Was she a
lilac.
bridesmaid or was she in the wedding? Was she a guest? Or this a color scheme for the guests or the bridesmaids, Miss Dawson?
The bridesmaids.
So she was a bridesmaid. Was she your maid of honor or she was just in a part of the bridal party?
She was a part of the bridal party.
So you tell the bridal party that these are the colors, this is the color scheme for the wedding. Choose a dress in this color scheme. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the colors were what? Tell me again.
Blush and champagne.
Blush and champagne. And she showed up in what color?
Emerald.
Emerald green.
Emerald green. A loud emerald green.
And how did that happen, Miss Green? Your last name being Green is that a coincidence or is that just the color you wear all the time when you go to events?
Coming up,
And you say that your wedding is ruined because she shows up in this dress that's emerald green and it throws everything off.
She was 45 minutes late. There was really no time to do anything.
I was still trying to fix the original dress. Like, I was trying to fix it up to the last minute.
Okay, I want to hear from your witness.
Her dress completely distracted from the bride in every photo she's in. So you can't help but be drawn away from the bride to this emerald dress.
And how did that happen, Miss Green? Your last name being Green is that a coincidence or is that just the color you wear all the time when you go to events?
No, I had a dress in the color scheme. Well, when I came back to pick it up, it had a lot of sizing issues, and I tried everything I could to fix it. I couldn't pay for any more alterations. And I even texted her. I submitted the evidence to the court where I told her that, I'm having issues. I might have to shift. I didn't just show up and plan to ruin her wedding. It was like I I tried everything I could.
Let me see the text messages you submitted to court because I'm a little confused about how this is happening. There's a color scheme for the wedding. You're a bridesmaid. You know that the colors are blush and champagne. And you say that your wedding is ruined because she shows up in this dress that's emerald green and it throws everything off. Do you not tell her at that point, Miss Dawson, you cannot be in this wedding because you are showing up in emerald green and it's going to throw off everything? Or do you just roll with it? What do you do?
I didn't have a choice but to roll with it. She was 45 minutes late. There was really no time to do anything on top of everything else.
Why were you so late?
Because I was still trying to fix the original dress. Like, I was trying to fix it up to the last minute. I didn't have any other option.
Let me see the text messages you submitted.
It's right there.
Mariah, just wanted to give you a heads up. I might have to pivot on the dress situation, having some sizing issues with the one we picked. I'll keep you posted if anything changes. Okay, and so she gets this message, and I know you didn't respond to the message. Am I correct, Ms. Dawson?
Yes, Your Honor, it was the day. What do you want me to do? It was the day of my wedding.
Well, what I want you to do is just answer my question so I can get some clarity. Did you respond to this message?
No, Your Honor.
You say no. Okay, understandably, because it's your wedding day. So I remember when I got married, people were texting me and calling me even a few days before the wedding, and I had no time to respond to everyone because you're in wedding, the wedding haze. So you don't respond. This is last minute. She's telling you that there's going to be a change, but she shows up in this emerald green dress. Who is your witness, Miss Dawson?
My photographer, Your Honor.
Okay, I want to hear from your witness. I want to get more information about what's happening here and why this is a $3,000 claim from you. Hi, Mr. Sean Rivera.
That's right, Your Honor.
Hi, thank you so much for being here. I understand that you were the photographer for the Dawson wedding. Am I correct, sir?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, what do you have to say about what occurred at the wedding that's now become a case in court in a lawsuit?
Well, I can confirm that Jade's emerald dress completely disrupted the the visual cohesion of the entire ceremony. You know, we had soft pastels, natural light, blush tones, and then boom, the Emerald Avenger entered stage left. I'd never seen anything like it.
And what did you witness in terms of how that impacted Miss Dawson and her family?
Oh, it was a train wreck. Everyone was in shock. And during the speech, I mean, I remember looking over at the videographer, and just like, did she really just say that? I mean, I've been in this business for 10 plus years, and it's honestly the biggest train wreck I've ever seen in my life. And I feel so bad for Mariah.
What happened in terms of what she said with the speech?
She said something about like she wasn't sure what kind of friendship she had with Mariah. Like, you're a bridesmaid, your friendship should be pretty strong. And she said she was still trying to figure out whether it was a good friendship or a bad friendship. And I know, I'm sure there was
What?
some alcohol involved. Yeah, and I'm sure there was some alcohol involved. But I don't think that's any excuse.
Wait, I have to back up for a second. So we're talking about this happening at the wedding reception. What's going on? And you haven't even mentioned this yet, Miss Dawson. What happened, Miss Green?
I delivered a heartfelt and true speech, like, about us, about the things we've been through together, and, I just I just said, like, I wasn't sure, how our relationship, was gonna go from here. I mean, it's a new transformation in her life. It was never meant to, like, hurt or sabotage
You
anyone. It
think that
was
this is the time and place for you to talk about your you're not sure where your friendship is going to go from here? You think the right time is when you're doing a toast at your best friend who's a bride in a wedding?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Green?
I was just saying the truth. I don't know why it's getting taken out of context.
Getting taken out of context, you said what you said. I'm just asking about the time and place for the speech. Nothing you said, right, is inappropriate, but the place and the time is what I'm questioning. And Mr. Rivera has come in as a witness today to talk about the overall impact that not only the dress that you wore, but also the things that you said had on the wedding. Anything else you want to add, Mr. Rivera?
Yeah, well, the thing is, because, her dress completely distracted from the bride in every photo she's in. So you can't help but be drawn away from the bride to this emerald dress. And so at Mariah's request, I had to tone shift 19 group photos that Jade was in, because there was just no other way to make them work.
Okay, and so she paid for that service from you as well.
That's correct, Your Honor. It was an additional $750 on top of the fee that I was already charging for the job.
Ah, okay. I understand. I understand. Okay, thank you, Mr. Rivera. I appreciate you being here today and testifying about what you witnessed at the wedding. Thank you.
Here,
The text messages you submitted into court, Ms. Dawson, there's a group chat, and I'm just reviewing these now, but things certainly took an interesting turn in this group chat. I'd like to review these messages.
Coming up,
It's my wedding day. Showing up 45 minutes late in an emerald dress and then giving that speech.
Someone says, was Jade's speech planned?
I was never trying to sabotage the wedding. I just wanted to say how I felt.
Bad timing for you to make this day more about you than about her. Things certainly took an interesting turn in this group chat. I'd like to review these messages that you
Yes, Your Honor,
submitted
I've
into
submitted
evidence.
my evidence to the court.
So someone says, was Jade's speech planned? Someone else said, I thought she was going to say something sweet, but that got weird fast. Some friendships are situational on the mic at the reception. And then someone else writes, I could literally feel the tension in the room. People were just staring at their plates. Someone else, poor Mariah, she looked like she wanted to sink into the floor. Wow. You think, Miss Green, that people are taking this out of context? It sounds like everyone got the right context, that this wasn't the time or the place for you to talk about issues and worry about your future relationship with Miss Dawson. Do you understand that? You
I
still don't
guess
see an issue
that's.
with it.
I mean, if everyone sees an issue with it, I guess. But like
Miss Dawson, how did that
that
make you
is
feel?
I was absolutely mortified. I was completely mortified. I can't believe she did that to me. One, showing up 45 minutes late in an emerald dress and then giving that speech. She was a complete distraction. It's like she was
And then you
trying
think it
to
was just
take the attention
okay to,
away
like,
from
drag
me.
me in your stories afterwards? Like, after everything we've been through?
What did
Like,
you
seriously, like,
expect? Really, what did
Hmm.
you
your
expect
expect
after that?
isn't getting the whole internet to troll me online, like, are you serious? Like,
Did you care about
I mean,
me? Did you care
I'm
about my day? Did
sorry.
you care about my professional life? Did you care about the biggest
Care
day
about
of
your
my
professional life. I got you your dream job.
you? Nobody
Ladies,
was trying to get the internet to troll you. I was just telling my truth, as I should have, as I deserved to.
Okay, so you tell your truth online. You think that's the
Miss
right
Green
place to
and
put
Miss
on our
Dawson.
Absolutely.
Miss Green and Miss Dawson.
Yes, Your
Stop.
Honor. Sorry.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Because you're saying, Miss Green, that she posted on social media subliminal messages that caused people to troll you, according to you.
Yeah.
And you
And
submitted a post. You're not tagged in this, but it says not everyone clapping is clapping for you. Some just want to be in the photo. Was that about her, Miss Dawson? Was that about Miss Green?
Your Honor, I
Miss
just think
Dawson?
Your
see, she
Honor, I
can't
just
even
think that that was me venting.
Okay, I'm just asking you, was that about her? Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you know people were trolling her? Okay, you know people were trolling her after the wedding?
No, but can you blame them?
So you knew. Just say yes, you knew.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what is this really about, Miss Green? I just want to know because something happened here. You showed up, not only did you show up in the dress, but then you gives an inappropriate speech at the worst time in the world, which is at the wedding reception. And listen, I know what happens. People say things, they start drinking, they get the mic and they say things sometimes that are crazy at weddings, but this seemed to go over the top. What's really going on here?
I was never trying to sabotage the wedding. I just wanted to say how I felt. And, I was her person. And once her life got glossy and she just became all about her image, and the one time I didn't meet her aesthetic, I was just replaced. And I still want to be your best friend. I never wanted this to come to this, but
Yeah.
this is where we're at.
This is
I'm
not
so
good, Miss Green.
confused.
It's not
Like,
good.
really? You're trying to make this about me and me being glossy in it's my wedding day. You knew. You had weeks. You're in this industry. We have all these connections. We went to design school. You're telling me you couldn't find any other dress.
And
I
that's
didn't know.
really the problem. That's really the issue. Because I just don't believe you, Miss Green. I don't believe you. I do not believe that you had no other choice than to show up in a dress that's really the opposite of what Miss Dawson asked for you all to wear. And it's further supported by what you said in your speech that you didn't know about your friendship. You started questioning your friendship. You said that you didn't know
But
where it was going. Miss Green, do not interrupt me. I'm speaking.
I'm sorry.
And bad, bad timing. Bad timing for you to make this day more about you than about her. Very bad timing, Miss Green. People spend thousands and thousands of dollars on their wedding. People fly in from all over the country, all over the world to celebrate. It is not your time to come in and try to sabotage something on a day that does not belong to you. It belonged to her.
I wasn't trying to sabotage anything.
You were. You were because you showed up in that dress, and I think you purposely picked a color where you knew you would stand out. No, not the time, not the place. Another time, another conversation, not her wedding day. It's unacceptable.
Not to
And Mr.
mention my
Rivera,
professional
he,
reputation. Like, it was so
Miss
much more
Dawson,
than that.
Miss
I'm sorry.
Dawson, I've heard enough. She trusted you with one of the most important roles that you could give a person on the wedding. She put you in the party as a bridesmaid, and you ruined it. You ruined that moment for her. You actually used this moment to make a statement. That's what you were doing. You were trying to make a statement. It wasn't about love. It was about what you thought you were losing. I feel no sympathy for you. I feel none. Because that was not the day. It was not the time. The speech is your speech is supposed to be about celebrating someone. Even if you have an issue, people have issues with their family members all the time. You don't get up and sit and talk about it in a room full of people and take away from the moment they're supposed to be celebrating. with everyone else, with their family and their friends. Not your time, not your moment, Miss Green, but you made it about you.
Want more? Get weekly insights on the law, love, and real life sent straight to your inbox. Join my community at judgefaithjenkins.com. Subscribe to me on YouTube at judgefaithjenkins and follow me everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
I think that was emotional distress. Your countersuit for defamation is dismissed. There's no defamation here. People talked about what they saw. They talked about what they witnessed. No one lied. No one exaggerated. They simply discussed what you did. So your countersuit is dismissed. I'm awarding Ms. Dawson the $3,000 for emotional distress. First, she had to spend close to $750 having the photographer color correct the dress that you wore so her photos would look like something. You made her day about you. Your issues with the friendship should have been saved for another day. But because they weren't, it's going to cost you. Not only did it cost you your friendship, but it's going to cost you $3,000. I'm ordering you to pay her the judgment she's requesting from this court. $3,000 judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.